Former alcohol
I love
lover.
that.
If you'd prefer to be addicted to us instead, we will accept.
Yes. Yeah.
There is Jinjee for your viewing pleasure. One thing, I actually changed a bunch of computer stuff. And so I'm glad everything's technically working, other than that one little black screen hiccup at the start. But yeah, here, I'm just going to speed it up a little bit, just because, I don't want them being like, you just sat there and watched it.
In the world, there are several ones, like 5, no more, where all the food that we eat in the restaurant is killed by the heat. 5 of a volcano. We can do this because in this barbecue here where we are, there is not sulfur. Sulfur, which is poison, there is all over Timofaya, all over Lanzarote, but not in here. That's why
it's like a steam vent.
Temperature, 5 meters, 6 meters down there. Temperature can be 300, 250, 350 degrees. Same temperature we have around the surface. You can let your hands here 1 second and you feel the heat. Very heat.
Oh, thank you.
It is, I'm glad that they actually checked, like, the, toxicity of the...
Wouldn't sulfur, though, make it taste kind of like hard-boiled eggs?
Sulfur smells, yeah, it is very, that is when people are talking, the smell of sulfur, it's usually hard-boiled eggs. Actually, they usually describe it as rotten eggs, and most people go, I have literally never smelled a rotten egg. Like, there's an entire generation of people who, when you say it smells like rotten eggs, they're like, I don't know what that means. And, like, I've never smelled an egg that was actually rotten. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The fish tasted amazing.
I bet.
What's the floor? You'll find some old paper, a lot of grease, and it's not burnt because the heat
Kind of
doesn't
weird
come
to
from down
just
there.
straight
The
up
heat is
crave
coming
chicken,
from the
isn't it?
sides. They just created this well to concentrate the heat to use it for
Not
barbecue.
weird, but
And the secret
usually people are like, oh, I crave fancy food meats. Just like,
Foot meats?
no, fancy meats.
Oh, I thought you said fancy foot meats.
No, sorry.
And I was like, why the fuck would I want foot meats?
Hey, I'm sure they're fine. I mean, there's a lot of collagen in that one thing we
Chicken
watch.
is good. There's nothing wrong with chicken.
Oh no, most people are though they're like, I'd like a big juicy steak.
There's nothing highbrow or lowbrow about wanting some barbecued chicken.
The miracle is what I mentioned before on the bus. There's a magma chamber beneath the island of Lanzarote. Some 4
Especially when you're looking at
kilometers
that. Like,
from
that
the
looks really
surface.
fucking good.
You'll find this big-sized hole, what they call a magma chamber or hotspot.
Magma
Nothing
chamber.
else than a big hole beneath the crust of the earth. But you see, in this hole, it's concentrated all the magma
They actually have a charmander deep within there that heats up their oven.
coming up from the inner earth. So you get a temperature of, let's say, 1,000 up to 1,200 degrees in these holes. And from the hole, it's coming up gaps, like chimneys, to the surface. And if you imagine there's a point on the surface where more than one of these gaps meet in the same point on the surface, of course it concentrates all the heat into the same point. And that's what we saw outside. Of the
Look, guys, like I'm trying to cook. Can people move?
One point only. It's only where these gaps is coming up to meet in the same point on the surface. Another important information is concerning the categories of volcanoes. What we got here on the Canary Islands, partially, it's what they call a Hawaiian volcano. Important, because the Hawaiian volcano doesn't produce such a high amount of gas. You can't do what you see here, let's say, with an Italian volcano, for example, because all the Italian volcanoes...
I just sorry, I'm thinking about exploding volcanoes. Isn't fucking Mount St. Helens supposed to explode again at some point?
I do believe
And I think if they've said that when it does, like, it's gonna fuck up all of North America.
Well, they said, well, there's also the Yellowstone volcano, which is technically, I think we're like, it's within the next, like, 500 years.
Yeah.
It could go off tomorrow or 500 years from now or something, but it's apparently supposed to cloud all of North America in ash.
Yeah.
Basically kill everything and blot the sun out.
Because something like that happened, like, in the 80s or something with Mount St. Helens. It did, like, kind of go off. And I know that, like, ash got as far north as here. Like, my mom talked about, like, they would have to, like, wash ash off everything when the volcano. But yeah, it's like, I think it's bound to happen again soon. So really, you're just as, like, unsafe living there as you are living in all of North America.
I mean, it's very much the truth.
Yeah.
Here, let's find where we are here on
Jinjee.
get out of the way the Jinjee cam. Thank you again, Philip,
Just kind of
Philippe,
opens
for
one
that
eye.
So just to double check that the message worked, Mr. Levity, did you just type super wow? Was that the message you typed? I want to make sure the TTS works. Where was the last? The last thing we seen, was it that?
Yeah.
I think. Oh no, we didn't see that one. What was the last one we looked at on?
Go up a little.
There's still some good submarine ones.
That's
That might have been it. Yeah. Oh yeah, because this is just me making fun of
I
Jason.
can't see any of that.
Oh yes, I know. We're just trying to find which me.
Oh, hello.
Let me unmute that there. I think we are good to go. I can see us.
Good. Excellent.
The camera's working off the bat. It looks like the microphone's working off the bat.
Yay.
We got ourselves a little Jinjee sleeping. Oh, he's a little crazy right now, but hey, there he is.
I think this is like our first ever stream where we started streaming with like 0 issues.
You know what? Sometimes you just got to get it right. Sometimes
it is a little ironic there's no one here to share in that joy with us.
Well, you never know. I mean, in the future.
In the future.
Someone may be like, "Oh, yeah. I'm here." Just it's the future.
Someone will watch this in the future.
That's true.
Like
historians.
more than like historians. Philip Torkington will also be one of those people.
He's a historian, by the way.
He is a historian.
I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what else? Yeah.
Well,
happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. It is indeed a Thursday.
It's a little bit rainy out.
Yeah, if you can probably tell with our lighting, we're a little bit less ethereal whiteness blasting at my face, and that's because there's cloud cover.
I did just recall, though, that the whole reason why Philip Torkington is not here with us today, our great historian, is because he is meeting another friend of ours.
That's true.
Yes.
Curious and Spurious, the man from Texas land.
The man from Texas went all the way to Manchester.
Manchester United, the greatest football team in all the land.
These are both places we've never been before.
No, never. Not at all.
No.
And chances of us eventually going are, I would say, slim, but, never say never.
Never say never.
Let's see what we got going on for weather here.
Your daily weather report.
Your daily weather report where we are.
Yes.
Not yours.
Yeah, not your weather, but our weather.
Yeah, don't worry, our weather.
In case you care what it's like in Saskatchewan.
So, currently this radar is going to show us from 10:05 a.m. Eastern EDT. Eastern Donkey Time.
Yeah.
So 10:05 Eastern Donkey Time. Our main concern is this general area in meow. Right in this meow. What we got? Let's see what we got. It looks like you guys. The legend is down here. So green is like rain. Cloud coverage, little bit of rain. Red and yellowish is where it starts to get a little intense. So it looks like it should actually be passing
Bracken!
by. Oh, hello, Bracken. It's good to see you. How are you? We were just taking a look at the weather radar where we are.
It's a little overcast.
Yeah,
today.
It looks like I don't know what Eastern Donkey Time is, but it looks like we should only experience clouds for some of the day.
Well, that's unfortunate. I would like a little bit of rain so that I don't have to, Stardew Valley rules, water my garden.
Yeah, let's zoom out here and you can do kind of it takes a moment for it to catch up, but...
A little bit hungry, so I'm going to have a fruit to go.
A fruit to go? I've just brought the laundry in as it started raining for them too. Well, you know what? We can confirm that's the case.
That it's raining in England. It seems that way, but it also, I believe, it rains in England a lot.
It's funny because I'm zoomed out like this means anything.
Apple mango. Let's see what this one tastes
like. Right? Like, so for us, we can see where we are, and like I could tell you like where we live in Saskatchewan from this, like right here. We live right here in Saskatchewan, and I would only hit 4 people with that guess. But if I go, oh yeah, it's raining in the UK, that's like fucking 50, 100 million people. The weather is very changeable at the moment. It's causing me to have really bad. Oh, see, that happens to me, Bracken. I get a lot of inflammation and stuff. Look at the Denver area. Well, you know what? You know what, Warstaff? We can do that. We can definitely do that. Bracken, I'm also so sorry I got rid of your command. It was just a little too...
I love it when they call me Big Papa.
I like the timing when it says, I love it when you call me Big Papa.
I love it. Oh, like this?
TTS?
I love it when you call me Big Papa. So I just gotta go
TTS?
highlight it, give it the old TTS readout. Wow.
I love it when you call me Big Papa.
Not quite the...
But wait,
need
isn't Bracken... Wouldn't Bracken be down in here?
I don't know.
Because I thought... Where's Manchester?
Isn't Manchester north?
I don't know.
I believe Manchester is north.
We live
northern
above the
accent.
square indent on the bottom right. Jason! Jason! It's very stormy, Jason. It's very stormy. How are you, beautiful humans? We're just taking a look over this old weather for Cork.
Manchester is northwest.
North by northwest? How are you? Scotland. Scotland! Glasgow! I just realized how little I understand about this area of the world. Why do you guys live so close together? Oh, I know the Sheriff of Nottingham. I do know that one. How are you, Jason, Warstaff, and Bracken?
I will
We love
say,
you guys.
living in
Hey,
Saskatchewan
Maidstone.
does really skew your understanding of geography in regards to how other places live. Like, growing up in Saskatchewan, the way our cities are, they're very, like, dispersed throughout the province. So I grew up thinking, like, you know, Ontario was probably the same, where all the cities are, like, dispersed throughout the province. And then getting a little bit older and being forced to study regional geography of Canada, and then learning that in Ontario, all of the cities are along the Great Lakes, and there's really, like, nothing out there. I was fucking shocked.
Yeah, I'm way... Hey, Deadweight Nate! If, like, Krissy is saying that there's certain things that she didn't know, I doubly didn't know it. Denver looks like for the next couple hours it's supposed to be good. Papa, Big Papa. Deadweight Nate, good to see you, my man. Good to freaking see ya. Let's freaking go, lads. Let's freaking go, lads. Castle Rock. That's a show based on
Isn't that a
Stephen
beer?
King.
I thought it was a beer.
Let's
Yeah.
fucking
No, I think that's Big Rock.
lads, let's fucking go.
Where?
Jinjee's actually Oh, he was snoring. Hi, Ding Dong.
Jinjee.
Where you going?
Meow.
Where you go, Ding Dong?
He's probably going to get some food. That is indeed what is going on.
Yep, no Jinjee. He's gonna get a little food. Jinjee looks like me. This morning I forced myself to stay asleep.
Good morning,
Forced
Jason.
myself to stay asleep. I think my name is Jason and I forced myself to stay asleep. Stay asleep, baby.
We ran into town largely because we needed to get more birdseed.
Yeah, basically bird seed and some snacks because I ate all the snacks, unaware that it had gone off. We seen a meme the other day that said maybe people are always angry in the morning because their alarms are made to be super fucking annoying. So like you're automatically waking up to be annoyed, you know? So like if it was something like maybe Jason, are you able to set your own ringtone? I'll whisper you. I can do something for you.
I do like those alarms that start like really quiet and then progressively get louder. Those are good. Oh, we are, Jason, we do not eat birdseed, but we have so many birds that come into our yard and
You
eat
guys
the
eat
birdseed.
birdseed?
We're totally like fucking birders now.
We're
like bird people.
100% birders.
If you have not, download the Merlin Bird app on your phone and go stand out in nature and listen for birds because it's fucking amazing. It's real life Pokemon
one.
Go. Cannot say enough great things about the Merlin Bird app.
Yeah. My alarm is called Abby, and she's so set for 5 a.m. You need one of these ones. That wasn't a serious question. You need one of these ones, Jason.
Can't see it.
Oh.
Oh, the one that rolls off and you have to like go pick it
Yeah.
up. That would piss me off so much.
Oh, it's muted. Shit.
Those things have been around forever.
On it, so there's another one too that has a helicopter
Yeah.
attached to it, and it shoots the helicopter at the roof,
And it makes an alarm sound.
and it won't turn off until you retrieve the helicopter and stick it back in the alarm clock.
That's too rough of a waking up for your morning. Like that's
I
just
love
like
how you
trauma.
responded. Like I'm just an idiot. No, we humans don't eat birdseed. I mean, technically,
Well,
you eat sunflower
I eat
seeds.
spits like all the fucking time, so
Yeah.
it's not an outrageous question. I do eat sunflower seeds.
Yeah, like right now. Right now, there is 4 birdies on the driveway.
So, but I just need my own separate bird seed because the bird seed we buy for the birds is not for human consumption.
I mean, until the world ends. They flash, and I like the deaf alarm clocks. They flash and vibrate. I mean, it makes sense, right? Because you're looking for other sensory things to, wake you up. There was actually, we had seen that it was on the Philip DeFranco. Somebody went up to a father and a son who had hearing difficulties, so he had hearing aids and stuff. And they said, we'll work with Mr. Beast. Pick anything you want in the store and we'll cover it. And then
They like bounced.
yeah, I guess the kids just ran away, and it was just like a joke. And but they said that to the little boy, we picked you
because you're deaf.
of your disability.
Yeah.
And so I guess the father, I believe, or the son, I'm not sure which one went online.
The father.
The
little boy's too young to go online. The father went online and just basically posted about it. And then like the store came together
Target and the community.
Got him a gift card and
And then somebody told Mr. Beast, and as of now,
he just said, give me your contact
Yeah, the
details,
only thing he's tweeted was, give me his contact info.
So hopefully something good comes of that for that little boy. Like what assholes to do that to a father and son. I don't know.
Well, and see, that's kind of the TikTok prank world right
I know.
now.
Like that Miskiff in the UK.
Miskiff is...
Oh, wait, sorry.
That's a Twitch streamer. You're talking about that one guy who's
that was
been
like breaking and
arrested,
entering into people's homes.
And they keep letting him go, and he keeps doing it, saying it's not my fault.
Like, I'm underage, and I'm, and then he also keeps, unfortunately, using, because he is a black man, a young black man, he keeps using that as, like,
his
like
defense. He
and
overwhelms the police by yelling at them, like, you're only doing this because I'm African American or
it's unfortunate.
British, I guess. I don't know.
And it's like, no, you're just like you're legitimately like kind of like continuously breaking small laws and being a little fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, and then he comes out days later and he goes and starts harassing a bus driver.
He stole some lady's dog.
He went into someone's house. Like his prank was literally breaking into people's house while they were home and just like sitting on their couch and watching TV.
Yeah.
And what the hell are you talking about?
That's not a, yeah.
Evan told me if I send him photos, he'll let me visit Jinjee. Well, guess what? I'm a man of my word. Big Papa Warstaff.
Jinjee.
There you go.
Another kind of interesting story from the land of Saskatchewan is, so I guess you could say judicial history was made that a judge ordered a lawyer responsible for $82,000 because of an emoji. So what happened is
Jinjee. So here, I'll bring up
the article because it's weird to explain.
Yeah, it's so there might be
Historical
a
precedents,
a
maybe?
judicial precedent set because a thumbs up emoji
Cost a sass farmer
might
$82,000.
constitute an actual deal. I'm sure. I don't think that.
No, I doubt that's it.
Oh,
Um,
you were the finder of
yeah,
it.
so basically, Saskatchewan court has ruled that sending someone a thumbs up emoji could indicate a contractual agreement. So this Southwest Terminal Limited sent Actor Land and Cattle a contract agreement via text message. And I guess they had done this in the past. Multiple times they've sent them the contract via text message, and when and when Actor receives it, they usually just respond thanks or great,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Just kind of like
And
yep.
and so the Southwest Terminal sent Actor this agreement as they had done in the past via text message, and Actor responded only with a thumbs up. And now Actor is trying to say that thumbs up only represents that we received the contract, not that we agreed to the contract, despite the fact that there had been previous context set up that they had agreed on the contract via these kind of contact with each other.
That
so
was an appropriate.
yeah, so basically the judge agreed with SWT, Southwest Terminal, that yes, Actor, by sending the thumbs up, did contractually agree to the contract that they sent them. So now Actor has to pay the $82,000. It has to do with like flax, like feeding flax or whatever.
Flax.
I don't know. It's literally farmer bullshit. But it makes me laugh. I have to also assume that he's probably like a rich farmer because
Yeah,
most
there
of
are
these people
some
are.
obviously that aren't, but
But
typically we wouldn't necessarily side with the larger terminal people, but in this particular world, sometimes you just gotta be in this particular world, sometimes you have to be a little bit more specific. So basically, the contract was held up because according to all their interactions,
all their previous interactions,
yeah, that's how
they had sent the contract to them.
Yeah, and basically they even said, like, you can't say that it's not an agreement because it's an emoji, because then in the future people will use it to get out of things.
Yeah.
Right? It's almost better to err on the side of caution that it could be taken by the other party as it sounds good. Because imagine, like, I can think of a lot of circumstances where someone might go and spend a bunch of money thinking that everything was all set up and ready to roll, and then they're like, oh no, I didn't say that.
And then you think about like how we communicate nowadays, and quite often a thumbs up emoji is used to communicate sounds great. Or like, okay.
Yeah.
Like
Jason said a thumbs up usually indicates an agreement.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Right at the beginning.
Absolutely. So that's why I don't feel bad for that farmer being fined $82,000. Like,
it's tough.
Based off your historical interactions with each other, that is like essentially how, like, he would always give curt, short responses in agreement to the contract. So how is a thumbs up supposed to be interpreted any different than him being like, okay?
Yeah. It's tough. But I would say that if indeed the whatever was, say, delivered or whatever the contract was for has been done.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you've come too far. If it can't be returned or whatever, right?
Yeah.
If it was like a fridge, you just return the fridge and both parties would walk away. But I'm guessing whatever they delivered can't be. I respond with sarcasm 50% of the time, so it's hard to tell. Well, Jason, be aware, sometimes that could constitute a contract.
It might bite you in the ass.
I do apologize for the flickeriness of Jinjee's or the pixelation of it because it's pretty dark in that little hovel that he sleeps in. And there's not much sunlight today, so I'd not accept a text message for something official. I feel it needs to be an email. I agree, Bracken. The thing is they both parties
had set up this type of communication with each other for like multiple situations prior. Like there had been at least 3 other times, I think, where they had sent this contract to each other via text message. So it was already like a precedent in the case that that's how they would communicate in regards to sending these contracts.
Yeah, it's only for that, it came up in this specific situation, but
probably a little bit of both, Jason, knowing how farmers are here.
Yeah, someone was being greedy and someone else was being belligerent or like, no, there's no possible way. No way did that ever happen. It's like, yeah, it did. You fucking know but I would say the company doing the deal with the farmer, they should have pushed for a more official form of, liability coverage in that sense, right? If you're making contracts by text message, you have to assume that anything you say could be legally binding.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm assuming the court was like, bro, you know that you guys did this through text message all the time. You can't pretend like now.
Yeah, now all of a sudden you're
because
like,
of whatever reason.
Now this just represents that I received the contract, not that I agree with the contract.
My computer isn't turning on, so I have to go to the office.
Oh no.
Have you tried, Jason, unplug it? Is it a desktop? Or even if it's a laptop, take the battery out if you can. And try to piss on it. I'm just kidding. No, you might be able to get it. So I've had some weird problems where a surge kind of froze it from booting. So you have to.
Oh, do you see how cute the cat is?
Yeah. Yeah. How you get like that, cat? We do have the record in a place. So I just want to double check that it's a record.
Our hometown set a record.
It might just be in our hometown though, but either way.
Yeah. A record for our hometown.
It's weather oriented, so we gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
Because where we're from, the weather's all you talk about.
Weather and
you know what, Deadweight Nate? You're so cute. You. Moose Jaw breaks a 105-year-old cold weather record on Wednesday. So this is kind of a downtown-esque view. It's actually not downtown. Like, this isn't Main Street. I don't know why they chose this particular street to take a picture of. But on which day was it? On Wednesday morning, so yesterday morning, between the hours of 3 a.m. and 4 a.m., it was recorded that the temperature dropped down to 2.9 degrees Celsius, which very narrowly broke the record of 3.3 Celsius.
Honestly, I was so afraid that we were going to get a frost warning. I was like, if my garden fucking dies, I will not be okay. I would be so upset.
The original record of 3.3 was set back in 1918, with the second closest low at 5 Celsius in 1915 and 1956, according to the historical environmental data. It's so in what is considered like several days after the first day of summer.
Yeah.
It was almost
zero
freezing of water temperature.
Yeah.
Like, what's 2.9 C to F freedom units? 37.22 freedom units, cause freedom isn't free. It costs a heavy fee.
Summer in Saskatchewan.
It is. It was super nasty weather. Nobody wants it. I'm glad that it was no one that we know's birthday.
Yeah.
My cousin's is coming up, though. Did it not actually play birthday?
Allowed to be sassy on that birthday.
This is the new one Mr. Levity requested. It's for our good friend, the stray cat, Carl. Because you
Whom we
can
haven't
take
seen
my
today,
hand,
but
take me by the
That's because
way.
it's...
Wait. She looked at me with death eyes because I promised to not screw up the words to the Sailor Moon song anymore. And I did. And I didn't do it on purpose. I just have bad brains. It's supposed to sound more like this.
Sailor Moon.
That's I try to replicate that, but it just doesn't work so well. The only other story that I found fascinating really this morning, I mean, I'm sure there's other stuff, but it doesn't, I mean, we don't have a lot of commentary in this situation necessarily because it's quite an obvious thing. Russia equals, or Putin equals garbage human who should be, I don't know, locked in his own gulag for
charged
eternity.
of the war crimes of which he is guilty.
Yeah. And so we're go Ukraine. So, and I hope everybody else is. So what happened was the Ukraine noticed that just, so Russia took over this hospital in the Ukraine, and they've placed their ammunition systems just like right out in the open, just like all of their weapons and
it's
stuff.
It's like they did it on purpose almost.
Yeah,
right?
like so they took all of their. I guess this is all crates full of bullets and missiles and and tank weapons, and they're just storing it in this open area. So the Ukraine was kind of like, this is where you're apparently hiding all of your your backup ammunitions.
Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah, we'll just kind of wait till the nighttime, and maybe we'll send that one little drone back there with like a fucking lighter. And they apparently they barely had to do anything to ignite this.
Actually, let's watch this. What a nice fireworks show.
Yeah, so like it actually, when you think it's over, it explodes again. Like, look at this. There's just fucking like, see, it's like a mushroom cloud. But this is like, actually, I don't know if this was on July 4th or not. Look at all the residual explosions.
I do feel bad for if there's any civilians kind of around. Like, because I don't know if there are any civilians that could have been like, friendly fire or whatever. But...
Yeah, I haven't seen if they're like when or what day it happened or whatever. I was gonna look at the article a little more.
Sorry, I just wanted to comment on what Jason said. Can you go?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny how competent we all assumed Russia was. Well, see, this is also the problem when you enlist people in the army.
When you force
people to fight a war they don't want to fight, they're not going to try so hard. And this is also why I find it so some of you probably, I'm assuming most of you know about Pearl Davis, my like least favorite human on the face of the planet.
Yeah.
She, part of the reason thinks women don't deserve the vote is because we aren't part of the special forced enlistment. Like if there was to be the draft in the States. Well, I am so fucking sorry, but if you were to draft people, like I said, that's the kind of fucking army you end up with. So she thinks that I, as a woman, don't deserve the vote because I don't want to participate in this bullshit. Oh, and then she also goes on about, like, she was on Piers Morgan recently, which was also so funny. about how like if women want the right to vote, we should do equal work, and then she keeps bringing up how women don't want to work on the oil rigs, and it's like there are lots of women who work on the oil rigs.
Well, and like what kind of criteria is that you working on an oil rig makes you more important than anybody else?
Yeah.
Oil rigs are an unfortunate. So another article I read, which might change some of this for Pearly, Canada in Ontario has just issued the world's largest nuclear power plant to back up green energy, right? But we have a lot of oil that comes out of Canada. In a lot of rigs in the Albertan province where Silly Hat Man lives. So when those people can no longer do it, or like when it's not really a job anymore, how is she going to rank people against each other? It's just, you don't need that many people to work on the rigs. No one should have to work on the rigs.
Yeah.
And they get paid what they get paid because there's a good chance something will happen that affects them physically for the rest of their life. Back, knees, shoulders, death. Like I know quite a few people that were severely injured. Nuclear power can be very safe. The new nuclear power designs are extremely safe. Yeah, like
no more like 3 Mile
the
Island
other
shit.
thing, speaking of nuclear power, which I guess it's kind of on the tails of something weird. So to say that Canada is just commissioning the world's largest. Japan's talking about releasing all their water.
Enjoy your dinner, Bracken.
Enjoy dinner, Bracken. What are you guys having? I mean, if you have time to answer. So Japan is talking about releasing all of its previously radioactive Fukushima incident water into
the ocean.
Into the ocean. I'm not sure if this.
I just want my ring back.
So
It's just after 9.
There has been. I don't know if I don't know what happens with copyright and stuff like that when you're showing these kind of things. Sometimes we get like little things that are like, this has been copyrighted.
But it's fine, don't worry.
In the morning, the crew of this ship is back in port at the Ona.
Yeah, actually, I don't really care about that. Basically, Japan will soon begin releasing treated radioactive water into the ocean following approval from the United Nations Nuclear Watchdog. Oops. A plan that comes 12 years after the Fukushima nuclear meltdown.
They're having a taco type thing.
Ooh.
Yes, I'm excited to see a picture.
Yeah, tacos. Everybody loves tacos. Oh, I love tacos. I feel like Japan is trustworthy in this in regard to. So, Jason, it's funny that you said that because what I said yesterday when we heard about this was if it was Japan or one of the Nordic countries like Switzerland or Sweden or Norway, I'm like, I think they probably invested the money in the technology to make it happen.
Yeah.
You know, if it was Russia or Canada or the US, I would assume it's still quite radioactive.
Yeah.
But they plan, it's been in the work for years to re-release it since 2019. There is literally no other option. One of the things we've seen, somebody said, why don't they funnel, if it's such clean water, why don't they funnel it to Tokyo? And it would cost like trillions of dollars to somehow incorporate that into a water system to flow to Tokyo, as opposed to just like in the water. Oh, well, so that's the funny thing, Jason, is so China is very, very against this. And they're arguing that there's no proof that it's been actually rectified. Simultaneously, while China has apparently been sanctioned for releasing radioactive chemicals into the water.
But what is funny is like South Korea is like really, really scared, and I guess they're going and buying like all of like the sea salt that they can
and
because
kelp and stuff.
Yeah, because they're worried that these resources are going to be polluted now. Which is, I mean, it already fucking is. Like stuff from the sea, like, is already fucking crazy polluted with shit.
Yeah, and it's been, so what happened over the 12-year period, the thing that we had watched, I'm not sure if this article will mention it, but so the state-owned electrical firm, Tokyo Electric Power Plant, they have over 1,000 tanks holding 1.32 million metric tons of water, enough to fill more than 500 Olympic pools, and that's what they've been treating. It does contain dangerous isotopes and elements, one of which they mentioned was tritium, but Japan apparently has diluted it to 1/12 of what the UN is making them do. Plus, it's then going to be further diluted in the ocean.
Yeah.
So currently, there are countries releasing more tritium than Japan will. It means the concentrate, yeah, here it is, of tritium would be on par or lower than the amount that other countries allow.
I wish they wouldn't use Olympic pools as a measuring metric.
I know.
I think they just assume most people have probably watched the Olympics, so you have a vague idea of how big an Olympic swimming pool is. Like, it's fucking big.
Yeah, but like nobody really watches the Olympics anymore.
No.
I'm just gonna open up Discord so we can see.
I did really used to enjoy watching men's water polo.
Pardon me. Just kidding. I used to honestly like only watch hockey. I don't know. Yeah. I don't care about many of the other sports, if I'm being honest with you. I mean, there was other ones. Ooh. Hey.
Oh.
We
finished off a big thing of those the other day.
Yeah, here, let me put this on.
I love those cookies.
So I just opened up Discord. I've seen the Olympic. I guess I did watch swimming when what's his name was in it.
Phelps.
Phelps. So we just did a whole thing of these yesterday. These are fucking great. I need you to smuggle some of these across the border, my people. I didn't even see that. That's from July 6th. Is that today?
It's from today.
Oh, yeah, from 9:52. Yeah, it was not too long ago.
Yeah, those cookies are.
These are fantastic. The problem is when you watch like YouTube, like trying Canadian snacks, they always leave this one out, and this one is the most addictive.
They are very good with a cup of coffee. Like pair perfectly with a cup of coffee.
I thought the only reason I went here is because Bracken said they were having a taco thing, so I opened it just to find Scars is like, I need cookies.
Hook maple cookies up to my veins.
I need maple cookies in my veins. Holy crap, Christina! It's Trizzle. It's Trizzle. Jinjee says hi, but he's sleeping. Yeah. We say hi, and we're not sleeping. How are you, Trizzle-dee Dizzle-dee? Did you, Gator remind you? Did Gator keep you in check?
We went to town and bought seed for the birds this morning.
Bitches better be using jimmies.
Get them jimmies, yo.
Evan almost had a chickadee eat out of his hand yesterday, a little black cap chickadee.
I was trying to make it. Yeah. It's my favorite.
They're so cute. And apparently, they are an uncommon bird.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn
Being baller, just sat down for some lunch. What are you eating there, bud? Cock meat sandwich?
I'm kind of thinking after watching Beryl Shershkowski's toast episode that I want to make us eggy cheese toast for.
Was that what that one person made?
That was like the last toast that she made.
I didn't really watch it. Maybe I should see.
It looks really good.
Can
I explain it to you?
Yes. I was just gonna tell Trizzle. We were just looking at. This was the infographic I was looking for.
Yes.
So Japan is talking about releasing their Fukushima nuclear infected water back into the ocean, and everyone's shitting their pants.
You have trail mix and peanuts for lunch, Trizzle?
Hey, we bought some of that at the store for the birds.
Well, we bought seeds for the birds.
So apparently the new water is constantly pumped to cool the fuel debris in the reactors, creating radioactive wastewater. Ground and rainwater also leak in, increasing the volume. The wastewater contains high levels of radioactive nuclides,
Nuclei.
such as cesium and strontium. The multi-nuclide removal facility, the radioactive materials, except for tritium, are filtered out to nearly undetectable amounts. TEPCO plans to release the treated water via an undersea tunnel 1 kilometer off the coast. Third parties such as International Atomic Energies are to monitor the discharge. The
No,
wastewater.
you're going backwards.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Sorry. It was treated. Water treated with ALPS which is this name of this facility, removing the chemicals. It's analyzed and stored in over 1,000 tanks, much of it planned to be treated a second time. The wastewater is planned to be diluted to 15,000. Oh, I've had to deal with this. Becquerels. I've had to deal with that before. I didn't even know it was a thing. Of tritium per liter of water. The Japanese regulatory limit is 60,000 becquerels per liter. Annual emission of tritium is planned to be below 22 trillion becquerels per year. So, I mean, and then, yeah, they're going to discharge it. So, I mean,
let them do it.
They've done a lot of. Evan can't follow arrows. That's good. I bet he gets lost in airports. That's why I just avoid them.
Yeah.
I don't go into airports. What's the temperature for you, Trizzle?
Yeah,
Too damn
it's
hot to eat.
It's a little bit chilly here. And a little bit chilly. It's kind of rainy.
I don't even know what.
It is currently 17 degrees Celsius.
79 degrees or 26 degrees in Kentucky? Is that right?
That seems nice.
Louisville, Kentucky, attend the weather forecast. This whole stream's been like mostly the weather.
In Fahrenheit, it is 62 degrees
It's
Fahrenheit
87 degrees Celsius, which I believe is like 32. 87 C or F2C. 30 degrees Celsius, that is pretty damn hot.
Yeah, 30 is hot.
Can we get some flowchart training? Jason, I know how to use a flowchart.
I don't know about that.
I don't know how to use flowcharts. I make my flowcharts.
You didn't take the course in university where they teach you how to like follow the flow
I
chart.
did have to make that didn't work. I did have to make a lot of flowcharts for those training things I had to put together. Why isn't that working?
Error.
Are you okay, Jinjee? He looked. I thought I heard him like do his hack-a-cack thing. Interesting. It wasn't letting me send anything in chat for a moment. Damn it.
Hey, you want me to beat your dick
My
off?
lab is too hot.
Beat my dick off?
I'll beat
Your
dick off.
lab?
What's up?
Drizzle works in a lab.
You work in a lab, Drizzle? You're like Breaking Bad.
Jason, and I like Jinjee.
Jinjee.
Jinjee. How he opens it. Jinjee. Like what? Stop saying my name.
Yeah.
Jinjee. Jinjee. Jinjee, Jinjee.
I hate how there's not an option to display the temperature in Celsius and Fahrenheit. If it's displayed both automatically, people would learn to convert it quickly. That is true. That is true. I'm an asphalt plant tech. Well, make sure you're not inhaling all that gross stuff, bro. Not good for you. It's technically real bad for you.
I feel actually like the only generation that like knows how to easily convert Fahrenheit to Celsius is like my mom's generation.
I can agree with that.
They were the generation that like used Fahrenheit but for like growing up during childhood, and then mid-childhood had to switch to Celsius.
Yeah, and most of them didn't. Ours is a weird combo. We've talked about it several times. Here, Trizzle.
Like the
No
older,
one can see it now. Anti-doxed.
the older the person in Canada, the more likely they are that they
Google.
use Fahrenheit for weather.
Google. Yeah, I mean, I usually Google when I go to use the Bing AI image creator. I use Google for it.
Yeah. He Googles Bing AI image creator.
True.
He doesn't just go to Bing.
That is true. I do that. I'm a monster.
But it just kind of goes to prove how shitty Bing is as a search engine.
Yeah. This
What's this?
yeah.
Oh, I heard about this.
I didn't.
But Biden was not in the White House when the cocaine was there.
So apparently, monster. Cocaine found inside the White House sparks Secret Service investigation. I wonder if it could be the potential ex-president who was like basically manic.
Oh, that one that you just closed, I actually want to look into that after.
it?
That's about that kid that went missing 8 years ago that appeared alive. Like he took his dogs for a walk and his dogs returned, but he never did.
Bing is how you find the best porn. Bing sucks for everything. Bing Maps is like, let's just say Microsoft invested a lot of money where they should not have.
What was believed to be cocaine was found Sunday evening
What
in a
was
routine
believed
check
to be
by
cocaine?
the Secret Service, sparking a precautionary closure of the White House complex altogether.
I mean, let's be real. Trump and Biden both only function because they are pumped full of meth.
Yeah.
Like it's
like
meth,
Hitler was.
Yeah, meth was invented to keep soldiers awake and go into berserker mode.
Well, like look how freaking old Biden is. He fell recently.
Yeah.
Once like, you know, old people start to fall, it's the end is in sight.
Yeah, and like I don't he's a skeleton. He's like that guy from Men in Black. Yeah. Sugar water.
I think honestly they elected him thinking that he probably wouldn't live too much longer and then Kamala Harris would become president, but he's exceeded everybody's expectations. It's like when you have that cat that's just like, holy shit, this cat is 31 years old. And I mean, it's great, but you just don't expect it.
Yeah. I just don't know why we assume old people are the ones that have all the good information, but the problem is today's day and age moves so fast and it changes so quickly that they literally, the way that your mom grew up, which is who would be in that relative presidential age, she doesn't know anything about how kids grow up.
My
now.
mom is like legitimately a baby boomer, and I don't say that like, you know how like baby boomers like thrown around as like an insult?
Boomer.
Like she's like legitimately like my dad was not a baby boomer because he was born during the war, but my mom was born within like the 5 years following the war, 100% like a baby boomer. So yeah, she very, very much, bless her heart, is of that generation.
I was my mom is younger and my dad's kind of gets curmudgeon-y about certain things, but there was less of we do things the right way, you know, like in a sense of my parents never necessarily said do what we do. Whereas I feel like the generation above them says, we've grown up perfectly. You should do the things that we had to do.
Jason, I'm sure my mom would appreciate hearing. She'd be like,
oh, silly. And she'd be like,
fun.
oh, maybe we should do that streaming thing you guys do when I come.
Oh, I should be on stream sometime with you guys.
Oh, do you guys know Jason? Jason,
my mom's a legitimate like little old lady.
Well, not
she
necessarily. She's not like feeble.
74. She's a little old lady.
Yeah, but she's not like feeble or
Blushes
anything.
in Mennonite. Yeah. Oh, that's so inappropriate. Oh.
Blushes in Mennonite. Oh my god. What would be a blush of Mennonite? Like, what would they say? Oh, get out of here. You want a sandwich? I'm just kidding.
Oh, it's not mine. I just think of so in the Mennonite tradition, decks of cards are viewed as demonic. I might have talked about this before. I remember learning this in a class I took in university, one of my religious studies classes about Christianity. And then one time I was at my grandma's house and I was looking through her closet and she had a deck of cards. And like, just remembering this from my university class, I just, made the comment, "Oh, Grandma, you have a deck of cards." Swear to God, her response was, "They're not mine. I'm holding them for a friend." And I was like, "Grandma, they're not drugs. It's just a deck of cards."
Honestly, I had no idea about that. Because I guess, like, I played cards with my grandparents all the time. And I just couldn't imagine.
So your mom was 15 when she had you?
Wait. 43.
Wow. I mean, yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Trizzle? I thought you were older than that. Let's hear Mom's opinion on things. I'm 28. Hey, Ultrajonic! Grandma was a gambler. Well, every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing when to
what to throw away, knowing
what to keep. Sorry, I screwed up.
'Cause every hand's a winner, and every hand's a loser. The best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. You gotta know when to hold 'em. Know when to fold 'em.
I love it when they call me Big
Know when to
Papa.
walk away.
Know when to run.
You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. When the dealing's done.
You know what, guys? I think we're gonna return to checking out Reddit. We're gonna give Reddit a quick peek, and we're gonna just slowly dip our toes in with some nature is lit.
Nature.
Fucking nature. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, nature. So we got lightning in whatever that word is. Can I? Come on, highlight it.
I don't know what that is. That has to be a place.
It'll read it if I do it this way.
Deadweight Night, I love that song.
Fire lightning in Kangaiksujuk.
Kangaiksujuk. Look at that.
Deadweight Nate, I love The Gambler. I know that song word for word.
Oh, remember that one video of the lion that she was like, "Come on, let's do it." And that lion's like, "No. Leave me alone."
Yeah. Like, hello.
Aha, the tail whap. You can tell it's a leopard by the way it is. What the hell? He's like, "I'm sleeping." Jesus Christ. He's like, "What the fuck?"
At least unlike the lion, he gave in. The lion was not fucking bothered whatsoever.
I think I successfully hit the space bar quick enough. Incredible boat ride across South Garrow Hills.
Isn't it awesome how all cats are the same? Turtle sex nose.
I don't think that one's a command anymore. Isn't it awesome how all cats are? Jinjee, I guess, yeah, sure. A gracious white python.
Honestly, it looks like a mushroom.
Looks happy.
Does it?
Why does it look happy?
I don't know.
Why are you that close to
I
it?
would not be that close
Doesn't
to a
it kind of
snake.
look like it? Oh, I didn't even realize how long it was.
I
Whoop,
no.
whoop. I thought it was an
ostrich.
Ostriches are scary.
So are snakes.
An osprey successfully snatching a large trout.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad!
How did it know it was there?
Good vision.
Says there's sound, but I don't hear anything. How did it? Oh, I didn't realize how long it was. How did it know it was there? And like, I thought when their wings get wet, it fucked up their ability to fly.
Well, I think if they're like soaking, but I think like most birds can get wet for a period of time.
Whoa, that motion with its wings
Yeah.
is super weird. This is yeah, I guess. Was it trying to drown it?
It's probably killing it with its talons.
Yeah, it's trying to drown the fish. That's what's happening. Just a God, look at those talons just stuck in its brain. Bye bye.
Right.
Oh, what is this? A post-apocalyptic picture?
Did it sound like I did?
Is this in Alberta during a fire?
Looks like a picnic in Alberta.
Silly hat man, you can AI these nuts with those thumbnails. Silly hat man, it's good to see you, buckaroo.
You're gonna love my nuts.
Better fisher person than I am? Yeah, I'm not a good fisher person. I don't have the... Hey, this is that... Silly hat man, silly hat. Oh no, what's that? It's
Seal?
no, what's that song?
Kiss from a Rose?
I like the temperature from the storm. I got the right temperature. There's a fucking YouTube video of that, and it is just the best. I guess I could remote into a different computer. So my computer's coming on. Ooh, your computer's coming on to you. Techno Jason. 'Cause I got the right temperature. I need to figure out how to tell a computer not to freak out when it power cycle. Oh yeah, when it fails. Look at that 6-pack. Because I had several PCs to do that. Yeah, I agree. That was a fine navel. Does anyone here have a... No, I shouldn't. Audi?
An Audi?
Yeah, I only knew like one person with an Audi.
I can see how it looks like King Kong's
A
head.
rock face that looks like King Kong's head.
Do you see it?
Yeah, I think it's... I think I know which one it is. I'm gonna just highlight it to see if I'm looking at the right thing. Look at that. Really highlighted that well. Anyway. Grab your sock. Evan's slapping his fucking clean. You ruined another computer. Also, Krissy, your hair and outfit match very well. You make Evan look good.
Thank you.
Right? I couldn't get to the sock in time. Whoa. Bridging the gap. Jiminy Peak, Cascade Falls. A schlug. Look at that schluga. The tiring life of being a mother lioness.
Mother? Are you like
A mother?
Amish? A mother.
We don't necessarily need to see it murder anything. Let's just go to this part.
Mothers often get fed up and want to discipline their children.
Look at it. He was doing what Jinjee does to you.
Yeah.
Bites you at the ankles.
gently grip and cuff them.
You guys, do you want to hear our tiger snoring? I can't turn the gain far enough up for you to catch it, but he is doing it. Oops. What a little dick. It is good to know. Oh. No. You don't bite mom. Don't bite mom. What the hell?
I think she's saying, like, I can and I will kill you if you continue acting like a piece of shit.
It's so funny because it's... Look at her. What the hell? This is like abuse training. Just as it's walking, just swamping it on the ass. By the shoulders. Oh my god.
And she's like, okay, the other way.
Yeah.
No.
I thought I taught you not to do this. Watch her swat it in the butt. I know it's coming. Lions actually play with their kids like you. We seen an article that dolphins talk to you or talk to their kids in the same frequency that humans talk to their kids.
Yeah.
And babies, what they call parenting.
Yeah, something like that.
This is
They
possibly the
kidify their-
cutest thing other than my daughter. I feel so bad for this mom. Boom!
The large cub on the ground is about to receive
Mom,
an unusual
I'm trying to sleep.
reprimand.
Clean your fucking room.
A second lioness, with youngster in tow, arrives to assist with the disciplinary action. There's no way of knowing what the young lion has done to deserve such a telling off.
What is happening? This is what happens when a lion's in timeout. Bad boy. Jesus Christ. I think they're trying to teach it that it has to behave because it's not the alpha in the situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like
You need to learn to be submissive.
you need to learn to relax. Like that. A little bit, maybe.
I think it's telling it you need to be more submissive.
I think he was telling it, too bad. I'm tired of this.
Grandpa.
That's too damn bad!
That's what it was saying. Oh my god. A swarm of fish create a spherical structure, aka a bait ball, as a last-ditch defense, since a sphere is the shape with the smallest surface area given volume. So... Whoa.
Sorry.
Oh my god. So that... the whale couldn't eat them? So the whale's trying to eat them, and they form a structure to prevent themselves from being eaten? What in good God's name?
Weird.
Oak grove covered in Spanish moss. It looks like a poison forest or something.
I don't know why it's kind of reminding me that most worms in North America are an invasive species. And we might have talked about this the other day.
Yesterday.
It's just weird. It's weird. It's
Holy
different.
freaking crap. It's
Hey,
freaking
Happy
Happy Mask salesman. Or just Happy Mask. He doesn't sell them anymore. How are you, bud? Happy Mask? Scientists find rare deep sea octopus nerve. Oh, creepy.
It's actually really sad how the female octopus will give her life to nurse her babies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like the last thing she ever does is like nurse her babies, and then she dies.
Oh, it looks like a giant ball sack. Evan, I'm happy to hear you went back to work. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. A hand job is still a job. Papa Warstaff, that's clever. I like it. How's stream? It's going pretty good. We were just actually looking at some stuff.
This part.
We're just
Did it
learning
sound
how
like I
lit
did?
nature is.
Nature.
It's freaking nature. This one was less interesting. Mainly because it was in the Smithsonian.
Yeah.
This one, it'll be interesting. Black bears on a deck?
Baby bears are so funny.
They are very cute, but like also... That's so fucking scary.
Do not. Oh, the door's fucking open! Maha!
What do you mean the door's opening?
She closed the door.
Oh, you had it open!
Yeah.
You were outside? Why? Like, I get the photos, but like, through the window.
Yeah.
Jesus.
If not friend, why friend shaped?
Why friend shaped? You guys got the Jinjee cam down pat. You like that Jinjee cam? Watch this. I mean, it's not the great quality because there's not a lot of light coming in where Jinjee is, but... Oh, now it's just us and Jinjee's butt.
The thing is, like, you don't want to feed it because then they will come back.
This
And
is the Jinjee
It's
butt
one thing to
cam.
have, like, you know, for us, we have, like, you know, some wild animals that we feed. I would not want to be feeding a fucking black bear.
Wait, I wonder if I could find that black bear climbs into house. Remember that thing we seen the other day? Oh, here it
This
is.
one?
This is crazy shit. This is nature's fucking lit. And like, look at this motherfucking shit. This bear. Like, I could crap in someone else's
Yeah.
pants. This is so
Well,
scary.
It's so funny that it comes out through the bottom.
Yeah.
You can come in my yard if you need to.
Like,
You have the best view here.
I can't quite hear what they're saying.
Yeah.
Not that it's important, but I assume what they're saying is, Jesus Christ, there's a bear climbing into my second-story window. Hopefully the dog's not in it. Yeah, now it's just like, you know what? You know how strong it has to be to hold itself up like that? It weighs like 2,000 pounds. Maybe not that much.
Yeah, that looks like a smaller.
It's still probably almost
And there he
1,000
comes out
pounds.
through the window.
Comes out the fucking downstairs window.
No, thank you.
Like,
No,
have
thank
you ever had that much dookie run down your shorts? Holy.
The bear just wants to watch TV.
Yeah, I couldn't bear to see that. Okay, off to feed the
He's
pooches.
looking for the picnic basket.
See you guys if you're still here when I get back. Otherwise, catch you later. Deadweight Nate, thank you for being here. Everybody, just send Deadweight Nate off with a little salute.
Salute.
You guys silly? I'm still gonna send it.
Volcanoes of Alaska. Oh, these are all in Alaska?
Guess so.
Maybe
I can't pronounce.
Yeah.
Kanaga.
You know what can pronounce it? AI.
I'm sorry I can't read this paragraph.
What? You don't like brackets or what? It has to be able to read that shit.
Volcanoes of Alaska, Kanaga, Vinayamanov, Kagayak, Yudakanak, Shishaldin.
Shishaldin. That one's got the best name. Shishaldin. So, Alaska is full of volcanoes.
Yeah.
Interesting. See, Jason caught my joke. I couldn't bear to see that. My favorite joke is I did it with my bare hands. Hey, we have one of these, don't we?
No, there's the... Well, I do think there is a
slithering up a brick wall.
Oh, no.
Bro, it's like that game Snake. You know the game Snake?
I don't like that.
Where you're a snake?
I don't like that at all.
I never would have thought that that's how a snake climbs a fucking building.
I don't
But
like
that's
that.
exactly how it would do it.
I don't like that.
Shit. Man, we actually talked about this while we were driving home from the store, but the amount of effort humans do to keep nature at bay is insane. Like, think about even cutting grass, trimming trees, trimming bushes. You know what I mean? Like, the plant-esque stuff we have to do to keep nature at bay. And if we stopped for like 2 years, entire cities would be overgrown.
I was gonna say Bracken's uploaded a picture of her
wow.
taco thing. It's
Jesus,
called a
Bracken.
burrito boat, and those look awfully delicious.
Let's show off the Bracken burrito boat. That is not a adults only thing.
Oh, sorry. She says she probably should have called them tortilla boats, but I like burrito boat. It just
Tortilla boat.
Burrito boat rolls off the tongue better. Burrito boat.
So burrito boats with sweet potatoes. I think they might be called yams across the pond. That is true. We call them sweet potatoes, but
I actually no. I
with
think
homemade
they are different.
guacamole.
I do think yams and sweet potatoes are different things. Bracken
Yeah.
uploaded a picture of her taco. I did say that, didn't
That looks so good, though. What's Cause say? Yam, sweet taters are just two distinct things. Is that true?
Yeah, they are. They're different.
I probably should have called them tortilla boats. Apologies, Scars. Scars, we're live right now looking at this.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick about it.
I like.
They
the
look
term burrito
delicious.
boats. Yeah. I want that. I want that.
It's okay, Bracken. He's from Florida.
It sounds like a derogatory term.
I sit in nature sometimes and wonder how many animals would be around if people didn't try to keep them at bay. Yeah, Warstaff gets it.
Yeah.
Like, even look at, like, animals in general that people are like, there's deer getting into the garbage in the city. It's like, yes, you're running out of territory.
Well, it's like I think about a few years ago in Saskatoon, there was that incident with that bear getting into northern Saskatoon, and it was in kind of the industrial area, and the police had chased it into a tree, and then they ended up killing it. And it just like, it made me really, really sad.
Which one was that, sorry?
It was a little black bear in northern Saskatoon.
Oh, yes, I do remember that. We had, yeah, and there was also, I found a video of it on my phone my brother sent me. A moose ran through his front yard.
Oh, yeah, but there was also that moose that ran into like the kindergarten a couple of years ago. Like, and when I say ran into the kindergarten, I mean broke through a glass wall, and was in the classroom. Classroom had to be evacuated because there was a full fucking moose.
Moose on the loose.
In the school.
Like, I couldn't even imagine. They were like, oh, we'll make this class with a lot of windows because it's for the kids, and kids need sunlight.
I'm sure I can actually find something about that. I think we talked about it when it happened because it was just so ridiculous. This moose breaking into a kindergarten in Saskatoon. Moose, Saskatoon, garden. A child garden.
The moose wanted to learn algebra.
2021 it happened.
The moose just wanted some algebra. Give the
Ad block. I just want to watch the video about the moose.
It's me. They can't. Oh no, they can't.
There's a moose. And of course I'm like, no, there's not.
Good story to tell their parents when they get home. A moose on the loose made its way through the school window into a before-school care program at Sylvia Fedorik's school. Ashley Young was dropping off her kids.
My youngest yells out the window, Mom, there's a moose. And of course I'm like, no, there's not a moose. What are you talking about?
She says her son is known for
God.
having an active
She is
imagination.
so Canadian.
The window, Mom, there's a moose. And of course I'm like, no, there's not a moose. What are you talking about?
There's not a moose. What are you talking about?
Mom, there's a moose. And of course I'm like, no, there's not a moose. What are you talking about?
She says her son is known for having an active imagination. She didn't believe him at first.
He said, I'm not kidding this time. Sure enough, I drove back around and I saw a moose in the window just kind of standing there.
Do we sound like this person? Do we?
I'm sure we do, actually.
Because this person is like really, really moose. I drove back around.
Yeah, no, I guarantee.
Conservation officers say they first heard about a moose in the area around 5:30 Thursday morning. Moose spottings in the city aren't uncommon. Officers will typically keep an eye on the animal. Usually, they find their way out of the city on their own.
Some pets and some dogs that caused the problem, and the moose started running and ended up in this area at the school where it obviously panicked and went through.
Panic.
Crazy.
It panicked, so it went through the glass door.
Yeah, the moose was
Kind
panicked.
of running around this area. We kind of are on the outskirts of the city, but I haven't personally seen one myself, so it was kind of neat to experience that today.
It appears none of the students or staff.
What school was that?
Something Fedoric. It said it. You just kept clicking around instead of,
the thing is like I said, I try to avoid it telling us that we are watching things that are potentially copyrighted. So you have to kind of do that kind of thing, Yeah.
Staff were seriously harmed. One mom told Global News some kids got a little scraped up from the broken glass, but that was it. As for the moose, it's now been released back into the wild.
Yay!
Gabriella Pansabal-Trendy, Global News.
With a nice blanket. That is not the first time, nor the last time. But I do think it's probably time for us to get some food as well. Jason is already on the right path with that.
Want some cheesy toast.
Yeah, that's
cheesy eggy toast.
That's what you got on your mind here. Let's actually
It's
go to
true.
this screen here.
Aww.
Because it's such a good screen. He put his head right in the light.
He put his head perfect. I just like that nose deserves some boop.
Yeah, we got a nose to boop and a cat to schloop.
When we were getting groceries today, there was a guy who had the cutest dog. It was definitely Saint Bernard mixed with something else, and I just, it was my dog, so I couldn't. But I just wanted to go boop his nose so bad.
Yeah, it was just he had his rear window lowered in his dog's very well mannered dog or well trained or whatever. Genshin Impact stream went. So I have to basically start an entire chapter, and I'm just I just need to get into the right mind state, Jason, to start the new chapter. The only way I would be able, the only way I'd be able to do it is to stream it from my phone, but nobody wants to watch that but you. And maybe Jinjee. Oh, Jinjee.
No.
Jinjee, here.
He's gonna show you his butt. It's because
Jinjee butt cam.
He knows it's the end of stream, so you can see the end of him.
Yeah, I think that's actually a very good way to put it. If Jinjee could speak, I believe what he would say is, I didn't fart. Did it sound like I did?
Didn't fart. Did it sound like I did?
I think that's a perfect screen to end on.
Yeah.
Classic Jinjee butt cam. Thank you for those who were able to join us today.
We really appreciate it.
You guys are wonderful human beings. We hope that this Jinjee butt cam sees you well into the future. And you have a wonderful day. And we will talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
Enjoy your Thursday. Beep, beep, beep.